Effects that some effects of my physicals that had like on my personality would be let's see, sometimes it's my acne. Like sometimes like my face be smooth. And then like if I don't drink enough water, like acne like starts to pop up in my face because I got too much sugar intake. Um, Another one would be my size. My size is happy though. Like that makes me happy, cause a lot of people be like, oh no, you short this, you short that. I'm like, first of all, I'm 5'5.5", so I'm very tall. But at one time it was my teeth. My teeth like, cause not aligned and straight, and I got a gap. So when I was younger, people make fun of my gap. That's why I didn't really smile in none of my photos. That's why it's weird that I smile now, so it's crazy. Let's see. Weight always been fine. Skin tone. Skin tone when I was younger was something, but now it doesn't matter. Okay, so birth order. Well, I'm the oldest. I'm the firstborn on my mom's side. Can't tell you much about my dad. Yeah, so me being the firstborn, I was spoiled because I moved down here to Georgia and lived with my grandparents, and I was the only baby in the house technically since all their children were gone. So I got a lot handed to me, but they expected highly of me. They expected a lot. I've Negative effects would be I didn't see my sisters and brothers that much after they were born. Like the way the order goes is me, my two sisters, and then my two brothers. So back then it was just me and my two sisters, because I was born and I think my sister was 2 years after me, and so on and so on. So I didn't see them that much, and that was crazy. But when I did get a chance to see them, I go visit my mom and stuff like that. Stay a little while, and people at my schools are like, "Oh, why don't you live with your moms? And why don't you have like your sisters and brothers with you?" It was hard to explain. So yeah, that'll be the birth order, positives and negatives for me. So let's see, parent characteristics. Well, my mom, she's short. My dad, really don't know. But I heard that he's Jamaican. My mom's told me that he's Jamaican. Growing up, it was a lot of confusion because my grandparents would tell me one thing, my mom would tell me another. Like I heard he was white at one time. Regular African American, stuff like that. But my mom just recently told me that he's Jamaican. So I guess Jamaican at first. Well, that explains why my hair was so long when I was a baby. Had long hair. I wish I had pictures. I can't find no pictures. I know my mom got all the pictures. But let's see. Yeah, my mom's short. She's pretty intelligent. When she was younger, she helped my great grandmother. I think like when she was 13, she helped my great grandmother settle a lawsuit with like this bus company because the bus had a crash and they was talking about not paying my grandmother anything. So yeah, it's crazy. My grandparents tell me a story all the time. Your mom's so intelligent. She helped mama out when she was in that bus crash, and they talked about how the company thought she was a grown lady because of the way she carried herself, how she spoke, her well, they say how collegiate her words were. So yeah, I'm taller than my mom's already. I know that. Last time I visited her, I was taller than her, and that's crazy. So yeah, dark skin, I guess both sides. I was light as a baby though. Like I was real light. I remember when I first came down here, small, had on my jersey, I had my hat on. I had an Old Navy hat backwards just like this one. This not Old Navy though, but it was backwards, and that's crazy. Like, so yeah, that's my pair of characteristics that I can tell you. Well, besides, let me say the negative side. I guess the negative side, when I was younger, elementary school, it was like a big thing with talking about skin tone. Like, I think that's when the light skin stuff started to kick in and started corrupting the young generation's mentality of what your skin should look like. Besides that, yeah, that's basically it.
She impersonating a man.
Okay, so based on the time that you know me so far, how has your personality have affect on me, either negative or positive?
I think it's been positive. I think it's been positive because you're positive. And so when you get two energies that are the same in people, it
Hmm.
tends to just go up. So it's been positive.
Okay, thank you. Your personality have effect on me, either positive or negatively?
I feel that my personality has affected you in a positive way. I try to be show you a positive example of a strong uh, female role in your life. I've tried to make sure that I'm doing the right things and just showing you what um, how a female should act in a wife role, a mom role, auntie role, and just try. I'm thinking and I'm hoping that I've just shown you how to be a good person.
Yes.
Right now?
Yes.
You second?
Yes.
You sure?
How has your personality have affected me, either positive or negatively?
Um, I would say by being a positive role model for you, trying to lead you in a positive path, disciplining you when you're wrong, uh, giving you positive encouragement when you're right, and just trying to guide you to be the young man that I see today and that I'm proud of.
Thank you. Good morning. So this is mass media and the effects, that it has on me, negative or positively. So mass media. So you can see my face a little bit more. Mass media. Let's see. Well, not today's society. No, I'm jumping ahead of myself. Let me go back. When I was in elementary school, that was the period when, I don't think it's still like the player type period. Cause that was like early, late 2000s. So that's like mindless behavior and all them singing to the girls and, always about the girls, stuff like that. You ain't have a girl by your side, you ain't doing nothing. Let's see. Well, by that, let's see. That played on me by positively, actually. That influenced me to help others. When it comes to female stuff like that, like my guys, they'll come to me, ask for like relationship advice, stuff like that. The females, they'll come to me and be like, my boy ain't doing, my boyfriend not doing this, my boyfriend not doing that. So they would ask me, what should they do and stuff like that. So I let them know what to do, how to do it. And it's crazy because that was my role when I was younger. I was like the counselor. I was the relationship counselor. Everybody came to me for everything. And I remember I did this from elementary school. I went to a summer camp, bro. I was the biggest summer camp there. And also mass media, as I told you, that was a time period where it was all about the girls. If you didn't have girls hanging around you, that was a problem. I think that feel like that played an effect on me as I am now, because when I was younger, most people don't know, but I can sing, and I would sing, and I had a friend, me and him would sing, right? And then, we went over, everybody else was doing their own thing, we went over to a corner, we singing, doing our thing, we singing like Chris Brown, who else? So was it singing Neo? It's crazy. And after a while, one girl come up, she leaves, she come bring a fan back. Friend go, and then next thing you know, we surrounded by a group of girls, and they got to the point where they know every time we practicing, everywhere we go, like we move from one spot because we can't focus, move to another spot. Next thing you know, they come following us. It's crazy. And as I said, it played a factor on me now because I keep myself surrounded by girls because of that mentality that I had when I was younger. You had girls running around you, you ain't doing nothing. So that's why, I have no problem being around girls. And nowadays, mass media, as it goes, you ain't got money, you ain't got the females, you ain't got the cars, you ain't got the homes. They just played effect on me by, first of all, that's stupid. I have a house, it's paid for, I'm not moving. Because all of my friends, right, they want to move on to white neighborhoods, like new white neighborhoods. Like I live in old suburbs, you know, mixed with old whites, old blacks, you know, people that own their hoes for the longest. Driving big cars, I don't consider big cars. I'm like Chris Brown. See, that's one thing. I compare myself to people. When the people that I know I can relate to, I don't compare myself to like everybody else. But Chris Brown, he said in one of his songs he was featured on, he said, I got 10 cars and y'all people's mad. Well, I'm like Chris Brown. See, I got 8 cars. What I need, like 3 luxury cars. When I got 8 cars I can choose from or which I want to drive. Let's see. Another thing is jury. Now, when I was younger, and now still, I have seen like rappers and folks with like all the jury. Like it's crazy because that when I was 6th grade, jury was my addiction. That's where I got my fun from. I shopped for jewelry. Like, me and my friend, we had all types of jewelry. Like, we'll come to school with, like, different type of jewelry on. We traded pieces and stuff like that. And I think they still clenched on to me as I moved on through life. As y'all can see now, sometimes I come in with the big face rolling on with the genuine leather band. Or I got that big pinky ring. I'm also in the process of ordering more jewelry. Like, jewelry is actually my addiction. I think I need to call up the addiction service for jewelry. Clothes is another thing. I remember when I was younger, I watched Usher. You know, he dancing in his closet, coming out the shower, dancing, getting dressed, and you see all these clothes just like lined up, and that caught my eye. I was all like, man, that dude got up. And so now I got to the point where I just keep ordering stuff. I ain't got no more room in my closet, so I'm folding clothes, right, to make sure they stay neat, and I put them in my dresser. And my grandmother complaining about my dresser too full because I keep ordering clothes. And shoes is another thing. I remember Nelly, bruh, them Air Force video. They talking about all types of different pair of Air Forces. I got a closet full of shoes. I ain't got no more places. Now I done got to the point I keep the shoes in the shoebox so I can stack shoe boxes on top of each other. My granddaddy complained about it because I'm always trying to order new shoes and stuff like that. But he think I'm be trying to order like sneakers. They don't know that my closet is full of dress shoes because I love to dress. And that also played on me too when I was younger, seeing people dressing fancy and stuff like that. That always caught my eye. So now I tend to dress a little fancy because that's just what I like to do. So yeah, that's mass media for me. Yeah. So what do you see when you look at me?
Well, what I see is a young man. I see a young man aspiring to be a very well-adjusted, intelligent adult. I see him with views that he want to go after. He's got goals and ambitions, and I'm just so happy that he knows where he wants to go.
Thank you. All right, so what do I see when I look in the mirror? What do I see myself when I look in the mirror? Let's see. When I look in the mirror, I see a tall, dark-skinned guy who has his whole life ahead of him. I also see somebody that got too many irons in the fire. So I'm always trying to do this, trying to keep up with like new ideas, you know. I want to make sure I have my hands in every pot because that's just my mentality. I feel like you can make money everywhere and anywhere in any opportunity. So I see a businessman along with that. I see a caring guy, somebody who's not afraid to step out into the open. Sometimes I let people know how I feel. Sometimes I don't. Depends on like the situation. I also see a young guy that been hurt before, but he's not trying to let that stop him. Well, I take that back. It stopped him for a time period, but he's grown from that now. I also see a great friend, somebody you can lean on when you need a shoulder to cry. Somebody who's willing to listen, willing to sit there and help you figure out your problems. I see a classy guy sometimes, and sometimes I see this young man as being classy. I see big things going for him. I see my moms in me sometimes, you know. Well, my mother, I mean, not say moms, it's not all that appropriate, collegiate. But yeah, I see my mom's inside of me. Her intelligence, her reasoning for not just standing for one thing, wanting to know deeper, need understanding, clear and concise. I see an intuitive guy, you know, but that falls on it, you know, needing something clear and concise. Somebody's not afraid to ask questions. Somebody who's willing to go out there. So that'll be it.